right. I don't know. We had some folks with us and now we don't. So we're going to go ahead and hit record and get started and hope that folks can jump back on. It looks like I have Wi-Fi. It doesn't look like I did anything except maybe I don't hold my mouth the same way. I don't know, how for that. So, but before we get going, I wanted to remember to share that on Monday, August the 5th. Is that the first Monday? That's right. Monday, August the 5th. Yes. We're going to do a donations-based class at Faith Lutheran Church in West Columbia, 1717 Platte Springs Road, right by the West Columbia KC Post Office. And if you want to zoom in or something, I think I can talk my pop into helping me get a projector set up or something like that there. And we could have Zoomers if Lynette, that's appealing to you, because it's for Elizabeth Cote, who I met at seminary, who is now pursuing a young adult in global missions with the ELCA. So she's going to Senegal in Africa and leaves the third week of August, I think. And so I wanted to do something to kind of support her and send her off with lots of good wishes and love. And she has to, it's like a thing where she has to raise so much funds to go. And so I thought this would be kind of a cool thing. So you don't pay for that class. You just show up and anything you want to donate, it goes straight to Elizabeth. And I think Elizabeth will be there. It also, there's a link that I can include in our show notes that you can pay like ELCA and find her name like on the list, and you can find where to go to. So all right, y'all see what I did here, that there. That's just for brainstorming, and we're ready to get started. All right, any other questions? It's 6:15 to 7 o'clock that evening is when we have yoga there, and we're just not starting the next series. We finish up our series tonight, and that'll be next Monday. And so I'd love for there to be a lot of people to show her some support. She's supposed to be coming. And just so proud of her, because she started seminary and then it didn't go exactly as she had hoped, and she has not given up on trying to find out how to serve God. And I'm really thankful for that for her. So, I'm amazed because of the courage that it would take, and she's having to learn French and everything, like, unbelievable. So, yeah. Okay, so we're thinking about shoulders today, and I was telling Barry and Lisa last week that that was what my weekend was all about, was learning about the upper extremities of the body. So we did Barry a lot with rotator cuff tears and how to work with them, and so we'll look at that together more specifically. But we'll use Lauren Fishman's book again today. But first of all, let's start off with sitting up nice and tall and taking deep breaths. So Michelle's trying to find the page number to put it out on. Hey, you were zooming in. Yes, I was on another Zoom when you called. Oh. Yeah, come on in. Okay. Well, I thought you had tried to Zoom too. No. Oh, I thought I saw Zoom. Yeah, I thought your name popped up on the things. I don't know what happened to Lynette. That was just the wildest thing, but we're recording for Lynette, so we're sorry, Lynette. No, glad you're here. You're just in time for us to breathe. So we're ready to breathe. We did look at this. This idea of the path of what we do, just that we begin with breathing, warming up, and working. And so as you think about the things that you want to do at home, as we work, there's pens and pencils over here. If anybody wants to kind of write down things as we go, and here's something to bear down on it, something as well. And then don't forget that if you did do your homework of any kind, like anything that you might have done this week, as many times as you get it, you put your name in the little drawing, because we're gonna have a drawing, just so there's you know. Do you need a pen, anybody? No. This thing you can add ideas as you think of them. So we'll begin with the breath. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling your feet really connecting with the floor and really feeling the shoulders roll back and down. Now the crown of the head is lifted. So not your chin lifted, the crown of your head. Mine's really bad. I don't know if that's because I never made it to 5 feet while I'm always like this, but it doesn't feel good in your neck after a while if you do that. So try to take the crown of your head high. Take your fingertip with touching your thumb, and then try to do the middle finger touching the thumb. Take the ring finger to touch the thumb, and take the pinky. We did a lot for hands last week, so let's see how your hands are feeling today. Again, just start with the the pointer finger and the thumb, making that okay sign, and then just move through it. You can rub the pads of the fingers together as you gently touch each one. And then go through the set one more time. Keep the breath in and out as you work a finger to the thumb. And then you can leave your fingers reaching to the sky, or if it feels better today, just to lay your hands gently on your legs. Either way. Yogis say that this is like soothing and grounding to have your hands touch, and this is more like being open and receptive. So you can just decide how it feels for you today with the hands on your back. If anybody gets hot or cold today, let me know. Air goes in the nose and air goes out the nose. Air goes in the nose and then it goes all the way down to that belly. Side ribs expand, collarbones lift, and then you let the breath go. Breath in. And big breath out. Palms together. Rub them around and create a little key. Thumbs to the heart, taking the whole length of the thumb against the heart, not just the tip of the thumb. Breathe in as you point the hand down low. How does that feel in your wrist? Does that even work for your body? Then lift it back up where you got your prayer hands and then slide it over to a side. And come back to center and slide over to the other side. Come back to center. Lift up the hands together overhead. And then if your fingers will interlace, and then see if you can push palms towards the ceiling. Stretching out those armpits, lengthening the side body. Now let them fall to one side and stretch out the lateral muscles, those in the side of the body. Next way to say side, and reach back up, palms to the ceiling, and reach the other way. Creating space. Come back up nice and tall, and then bringing the palms back down, holding them right here at the belly. Back to the thumbs to the heart. In me, there is a light. And it lights the whole world, make the whole world nidra. So that's all the fingertips touching together. Interlace and reach up. It radiates truth. Boundless will right there at the breadbasket. Action, show your hands in service. And knowledge. In me, there is a light. It lights the whole world. And radiates truth. Boundless will. Action. All right, now take your hands where your palms are facing, right? And then hook the thumbs as you slide one palm over another, and then lay it right here on your chest. And then gently touch the chest, lifting and touching. It's a bilateral movement and it's very soothing to the body. And you can call it anything you want to, but today we'll call it butterfly wings because you're just tick, tick, tapping. And we'll think about the life of the butterfly, which is pretty short when you compare it to other lifespans on the earth. But it's long enough to do the work that God's designed that pretty butterfly to do. Just let those taps soothe and relax the body. Breathe in and reach your hands high. We'll move into moving like the sunshine. Exhale, hands to your lap. Inhale, reach out on the diagonal and exhale and fold to your version of the fold. So it can be here. Let's see what y'all said about my bookmark now. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Remembering that you can be reaching down to something, or it's okay to be propped up if that feels better on that on the legs. Wherever you are, take one hand or elbow and reach up with the other. So one is resting on the lap, one is resting between the feet, and you're stretching out and opening the chest. The hand that's high comes low, and the hand that's low goes high. Breathing in. And just walk each other, that's all good. And if we don't have enough space, we can back up a little bit. Come on back down to the fold, shake your head yes and shake your head no. Set the feet, squeeze the muscles in your legs, squeeze the muscles in your belly and the back of your body as you breathe in and lift. And then exhale, bring your palms together, thumbs to your heart. There you go, I hear you breathing. It's good stuff. Big breath in, reach hands high. There's Lynette, she's back. We were warming up. We did some breathing. That's all you missed. All right, inhale, reach forward. And exhale, fold. One hand to the center, the other hand is high. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the opposite arm up high. Exhale, fold. And feel your feet really connect. Squeeze the muscles to the bones of the legs. Squeeze the belly bum and back and breathe in and reach up. And exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart. One more time, breath in, reach high. Exhale, hands to the lap. Inhale, reach out on the diagonal. And exhale, fold. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. All right, reach down and breath in, reach one hand high. Exhale, the hand that's high comes low, and the opposite hand reaches up on the next breath in. And exhale, fold. Set your feet, squeeze the muscles in your legs, shake your head, yes or no. It's not your neck that needs to be working, right? That's not where we want the work to be. We want it to be in the supporting cast, all that lower body. Breath in and reach up. And exhale and bring your palms together and thumbs to your heart. And try that one more time. And peace sign with each finger touching and warming up the hands. All right, anybody play with Play-Doh last week? Yeah. Very good. If you played with Play-Doh, don't forget to put your name in the drawing. And Lynette, tell us how many times you later on, send me an email about how many times we put you in the drawing, because I don't want you to miss out just because you're far. All right, interlace your fingers and roly-poly those hands like we did last week. Got some mitts up there too. I got some, okay. All right, and then see if you can backtrack to figure 8. So it's like one direction comes easy for you to, there's a second, I can't get the second one going today. All right, it's a good brain challenge. All right, so today we're working on the back. Excuse me, the neck, let me try one more time. The shoulders. Thank you for helping me. And so we've got a lot of things where we need a wall. So we will let you know what we're doing out there. If we can't do it, I'll show you in here, but they'll be out there too. Do you have wall space? You have some space you could use? Okay. All right. So the first one though is going to involve a strap. So I'm going to give some straps out here. And if you have anything like that handy, Lynette. All right. So let's see. This is got too many things going with me. All right. There's a strap. And here's some straps. Okay. All right. So the first thing that you're going to do is called, I think of it kind of, it's called a self hug with a belt, but I kind of think of it also as like putting a shawl. Oh, you just had your strap there. All right. I thought you had a question. All right. So what you want to do is you want to see if you can get it around the back of your upper shoulders right here, right? And this is going to help us begin to get some movement in the shoulders. And you're going to hold it down a little bit low. Yeah, everybody's move around as best you can. If you need to stand up, it's all good too. And then you're going to actually cross over the arms as best you can. And you feel that it's called a self hug with a belt. And what does it feel like in your body when you give that a try? Does that feel like a hug? Mm-hmm. All right. It's beginning to help those joints get a little movement. The shoulder joint extends and it flexes and it goes around and around, right? And so we want to keep that space going because with arthritis, we have, it's not smooth. It doesn't glide like it once upon a time did. With wear and tear of life, or if you've had like Barry's experienced, some type of injury, like something's gone wrong in there. And after you hold that for a couple of breaths or a few breaths, then you're going to crisscross the opposite way. So you open it up and try it again. Breathing in and breathing in. Now the next one I'm just going to show you. I don't think we want to try to do it, although we could. And if anybody does want to, I'm glad to help you through it. But I'm going to borrow, I don't know if I have enough long belts to try it. I'm going to try it with this one, Mom, but I might borrow yours in a minute. Okay, so this is one to try at home with a belt if you have something like that that you can use, but you're going to go with it right under the armpits like that. Yeah. This one is called a yoga backpack or a trap strap. I know Mama likes to wear those type of things that help you keep your good posture. That's what we're doing here. So I'm going to just show you. Don't feel like you have to do it yet. Let's watch the whole thing. But you're going to throw the straps over your back like so. And then you're going to cross it in the back. So you get two tails. And so those of us who don't have very long ones, so let it cross in the back, Barry. You got it crossing in the back? Yeah, go over your shoulder. There you go. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, but let it hang down here. Yeah, and then, let's see. I don't know if your arms will reach. You probably need a longer one. Yeah, let's not try it, Barry. I don't want to hurt you. All right, because that's a short. How's that working on you then? See, I'm short too, and so. But the idea is once you cross over in the back, then you pull it down snug, and you can actually pull right under. So you can pull like that, yeah, and you can feel the shoulders come back, yeah. All right, now see, you didn't have to spend all that money on this because you can actually what they taught us is you can belt like this. Underneath, let's see, I only have 3 of these longer ones. And then you want to get all the sheets out later, but that kind of thing. And see, you pull that, look, you've got your back, the thing that you spent the money on, you got it right here. Wow. Yeah. How does that feel? You feel it, Valerie? Yeah, I think you definitely need a right one.
Yeah, I need a long one too.
Okay, yeah, so these are just not long enough to do it, and it worked a little bit with me. But, all right, so stand up for Valerie to see, Lynette to see. So you see it's crisscrossed in her back, right? It started on her back, it came up under her arms and flipped over. And then I take a picture of this too, so you can see, but then you don't have to belt it. So we belted it underneath her chest, like right here. But the idea is you pull on the ends if your belt is long enough, and it helps you to feel the shoulders open, right? And you can actually wear that the whole class if you want to, if it feels good. Does it feel good enough to do that? Yeah. And we'll get you covered. Yes. So and it's just like those of us who have spent money on the postural correcting tools. Yeah, except you just use your yoga strap. So let me show you two in the book. And it's called a yoga backpack or a trap strap, or there was one other thing that they called it in class. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. All right, so if you want to use that, you're welcome. If you had all the fun you want with that, you're to be done too. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stand up, and you can have using your strap for that. You're welcome to use another strap. Or you may not need a strap, but this is a chest opener. All right, and so with this one, you're gonna take the strap in between the two hands, and you're gonna push knuckles down behind your back. And if you want to actually do the hands the opposite way, where your palms are facing forward, all right, so you can stretch out. Another thing, Lynette, if you want to, is you don't need a strap, maybe you can just interlace your fingers and knuckles down. But again, so this is called external rotation, whenever we can roll the shoulders back. And so these kind of things are helping us with that move with our shoulder. This and the back pat stretch, right? The self hug, that works for the idea of what's called internal rotation. And when we go this way, and that was helping with that, right? And so we've just done some things to open and close a little bit. And you probably know too, Lynette, when you do those movements, cat and cow, you get kind of a little bit of that going too, right? Yeah. So just for information. All right. The next thing we can do with our strap is you want to take one hand to the sky, and and this is the cow face arms, Lynette. So you're gonna take one hand high to the sky and let it just drop over the back of your body, and your elbow goes to the sky, wherever it may go. Yeah. Now the other hand is gonna go out to the side with the thumb facing down. You bend that elbow, and you find the bottom of your strap. Yeah, is everybody able to find it at least? You got it, okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna munch and crunch the strap together, and maybe fingertips touch, maybe not, but the idea is to open. And again, one shoulder has got external rotation and one shoulder has got internal rotation. Yes, you got it, Lynette. That's it. Yeah. And what you'll find is when you do this, that you'll find, oh, one side of my body works one way and one side of my body works another way. And you think about how many books you carried in bags to school over the years, and you wonder why things work the way they work, right? Yeah. Or babies that you carried and picked up and down, and. But again, what we're doing is concentrating. Go ahead and release that stretch, and then just take a moment to feel what that feels like in your body, right? Can you feel? So one was opening one way and one was curling in the other way. And now we're going to try the opposite. All right, so take the tie and that, excuse me, I used to work with neckties. So take the strap that's high and just bend that elbow. All right, that's the external rotation. And then you're going to take the other arm, thumb down, bring the elbow, and just find where it is here. And if this is what you got, that's all good. It's not, you're getting the stretch. It's not about touching fingers or whatever. And then you just munch and crunch if you want to try to get more stretch, but don't go to the point where your arm is gonna fall off, right? We just find the right move for you. And just because you can, like I can, stretch and do it doesn't mean I should, because sometimes I think I'm actually, we have loose joints in our family, double jointedness runs in our family and our hypermobility. And just because I can do something, it's probably happening in the joint, not the muscle. So it doesn't mean I should be doing it. Yeah. All right, so again, we're working on that external rotation and the internal rotation. Okay. All right, come on back down now to your chair, and you can just throw your strap in the bucket. We wouldn't need it anymore. Hang that one up on the do body. Because it's a long one. I haven't figured out how to keep those separated now. All right, thank you. Okay, so now this one is going to be one to strengthen our arms a little bit, our shoulder areas a little bit. And so this one, Lynette, if you've done reverse table or the sliding board move before in yoga, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this one is one you do on your chair. And so what you're going to do is you're going to sit comfortably on your chair, right, at the very tip, the very edge of it. Turn around so you can see. And then you're going to take your hands on the side of your chair. Yeah. And then what you're going to do is you're going to push into the chair and lift your body with your weight on the heels of your hands as you work it. No, not going to do it. It's all good. If you can't.
Oh, do it like that.
Oh, with your knuckles.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do it with your knuckles.
Like a monkey.
Yeah, that's all right. Is it because your wrists don't like it?
Wrist don't move that way.
Is it, can you? No, it's a lift. So yeah, you're doing it. If you're having a problem with your wrist, that's no problem to use fist for wrist.
I'm good.
Or you can, yeah, no, and then here's how to, I'm gonna just show you how to do it on the floor, because yes, if you feel better getting down low when you try this later. Okay, I hear you. Okay, but this is what you're working if you do it on the floor. You can do it with, like you're pushing up the body, and either the chin tucks here or the head goes all the way back if you do it, but don't try to hold it halfway up, like, neither up or down that little poem. Yeah, and you're strengthening all the shoulder girdle there. Yeah, right. But so the thing about, if you have a lot of arthritis in your wrist, it's pretty normal that you can't be weight bearing. So you can buy these fancy things called push-up bars, or you can just get a pair of dumbbells from, everybody's trying to get rid of these things. But you can use this for your wrist too. Yeah, and so fist for wrist works, like what you're doing, that's fine. The other thing that you can do with this, if you feel like that's not enough and you want more, is you can extend your legs out when you do it. And you're more like a sliding board. And so that is the reverse plank, is what that is. We call it sliding board with kids. So the reverse table, or the reverse sliding board or plank, or that's the chair version of it, is what we. So strength, you can feel it, like I'm out of breath, right? From just doing that a couple times. So that's the strengthening, and you're doing shoulder extension. So the other ways that we're moving the shoulder today is flexion, like when the shoulder goes up, and we're also doing extension. All right. And then we've done rotation, one way and then the other. All right. They also show you how to do planks in the book that we worked on, so that we're using as a text. So planks are just awesome, but we know how to do those on the wall, right? Where you lean into the wall, we're going to do that. So I'm going to just show you the things we're going to do out in the hall, and then we're going to go out in the hall. And I think I can figure it out. I couldn't figure it out last time, but I think I can figure it out this time, Lynette, where I can move you. I think I'm getting better at this thing. Okay, but I have it all figured out by the last class. We got 2 more tries here. Okay, all right. So the first thing we're going to do out there is the one that we do know as the wall plank, right? So here's your wall and you're leaning into your wall. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of the best wall. I'm gonna, if I go back, I'm not sure you got a good angle, but let me just try that since that's the easiest way. The first thing that we're gonna do is the clock stretch. Okay. So for the clock stretch, you're gonna go to the wall and you're gonna find your 3 o'clock and your 9 o'clock, whatever that is for you. You don't have to be close to the wall because your clock stretch may not be able to do this much, right, of a movement, a range of motion. All right. Once you find it, so we're going to start with 3. You're going to walk your body around wherever you can start to feel that stretch and not like your arm is going to fall off. Yeah. And then you're going to crawl the fingers up. Then you're going to try, is that was 9 o'clock, yeah? So that's maybe like 10, 11, yeah? And then you can crawl up to 11 or 12. What I found very fascinating with this is that I thought I was at a certain number on the clock, and my teacher said, yeah, you're at 2:30, you need to get to 3. I'm like, oh, that just figures, I'm always late. It's, I'm at 2:30, everybody else is at 3. I'm not there yet. All right, and then you can crawl back down to that 9 o'clock level, and then you're gonna crawl back down to, to your lower numbers here, so you can get to 6. Okay, and so we'll be trying that. That's called the clock stretch. So you're just, and then of course you would do it with your other hand and you would do the other ways. Okay, so we'll work the clock stretch, then we'll work the plank. The next thing is called the crossover cactus. So the crossover cactus is putting your forearm and fist on the wall, right? And then you're going to support it with your hand, yeah? And then you're going to twist into it. So you're getting stretch in that shoulder joint. So you're pressed up against the wall, you're supporting it, and then you're turning into it. So that's kind of the opposite of the clock stretch. You were turning away from it. One of the ladies I was working with, Miss Connie, she came up with the idea of you put that elbow, that arm in the door jamb, where it's got a little bit of a indentation. It even helps you hold it aligned, as you twist it. It's kind of a neat idea. If you have like the lip of the door, that can help. Okay, so that is plank pose, clock stretch, and crossover cactus. Plank pose, crossover cactus. And those are the 3 things we're going to do outside on the wall. Okay. All right. So everybody, we're headed out into the hallway, and I'm going to bring Lynette. All right. I'm going to take her off the big TV. We got power. We got plenty of power. Oops, did I lose her? Yeah. Nope. That was the camera. Okay. All right. Ta-da! I figured it out. No, I didn't. What'd I do? I made myself go away. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, your camera's off.
All
There
right.
we go.
I'm back.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back. Okay. So everybody's finding their 3 o'clock and their 9 o'clock. Okay. Now keep your 9 o'clock. Everybody keep your 9 o'clock. Drop your 3 o'clock by your side. And then walk your knees in the opposite direction. So you're walking your knees away from the wall. So will you actually, this is your 3 o'clock. You want that one by your side, 9 o'clock on the wall. Yeah. And then knees walk away from it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're stretching away from it. So knees walk away from it. So walk away, like walk to me. Yeah. Okay, when you, no, don't do that. Did you see how that face? Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, you feel it? Yeah. In the shoulder? All right, so this is your shoulder stretch that you're getting there. Now tickle those fingers up to what you think would be your 11 o'clock. So you're going past 10, up to 11. There you go. And you don't have to walk like the spider. That's just the elementary.
Therapists call that walking the spider.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there you go.
Spider going up the wall.
Don't you love it? Okay, and then all the way to 12 now. So, and it's close to 12. If your body says, not happening, then don't make it do something it can't do. You should still be able to have a smile on your face. If you don't have a smile on your face, you may be doing too much for you today. All right, now crawl it back down to 9. There you go. And then now see if you can go down to like 7 or 8. Yeah, can you hit down lower? What does that feel like in your body?
Stretching the hand.
Okay, good stuff though. Good stuff. All right. And then you're going to go all the way to 6 o'clock it, or just whatever your body says is all right to do. That's it. You got it. Ah,
It won't turn that way.
it's all good. It's all good. All right, everybody take a big breath. Face back to the wall. This time you got your 9 o'clock and your 3 o'clock, and you're going to drop your 9 o'clock arm. Yes. And then you leave your 3 o'clock arm on the wall. Yes. And then you walk your knees away from it. So you're, yeah, twisting away from the wall. Yeah. And you see, we got adjustments. People are making good adjustments for where they are with their stretch. If you closer you are to the wall, the more stretch you're going to get. And if it's not working for you as far as that too much stretch, then you keep your body farther away from the wall. All right, already crawling up to the 1 o'clock. Good stuff. I can't see your face now to see what you're doing. Are you okay?
Oh, my God.
Well, and that's your shoulder that is the one that gives you a hard time now, right?
That's the new one.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's your new shoulder?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, well, is that, and that's probably about right, or? So my dad had a shoulder
Probably a
replacement.
lack of stretching that
Yeah.
use.
And then Valerie's is already doing the going down, and that's great. Come on down. No, you're doing good. Cause sometimes I don't get you cued on the second side, right? But you know what you're doing. All right, awesome. Now Lynette's already moved on to the crossover cactus, so that's crossover cactus. So this is the one that I was talking about, the door jam. So like if you're in the door jam here, and then you see it kind of helps you hold it, yeah, and then you twist into it. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Lynette. Here, let me show you again. Okay, here's me. Okay, in the door jam. There. Can you see the door jam? Holding the arm, and then you twist into it. And you can kind of hold the bottom. You don't have to have the door jam to do it, but it was kind of neat for holding it straight. How's that? Yeah, everybody good? Yeah, that's it. You feel it,
Can I hold it here?
yeah, you feel it stretching here?
Yeah, and this is the shoulder I fell on.
Okay, so
Right,
take it
yeah.
gently.
No, it's been a while, but
Yeah,
it's got, some.
Well,
bruising.
but I'm glad you're tuning in to, oh yeah, it feels differently, yeah. And then take your other arm up to the ceiling, up to the wall. And then you're gonna support it underneath the elbow. Yeah, and then now you're gonna twist, there you go, you twist into it on that side. How's that one feel? You're easier peasier. So some of these things are sounding like things you did with physical therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that whenever it's a crossover. That makes you, to me, it validates that I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It is good information.
that time the insurance paid.
All right. And take a big breath in, because everything we do is coordinated with our breath. And then walk yourself around, and then just hang with your arms side by side. Right, you've done the clock stretch on both sides, and you've done the cactus, a crossover cactus. So now you're ready to put your hands on the wall and try your wall push up. So you want to bring them down right there at your shoulders, chest area. Yeah. And you can step back if you want to. Yeah. And press into the wall and try to move it today. Who can topple it over? If you topple it over, points for you. That was like the lady said, if you stretch your yoga mat in half, if you rip it apart, then you get a free yoga mat, because, you just can't do it. But, I appreciated the challenge. And then we got some push-ups going on. Very good. Good stuff. Again, that strengthens the wall. Strengthens the wall, strengthens the shoulders. There you go. Good work, Lynette. Looking good. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get Pop to hold this while I show you one more thing. And so this was actually something we learned for rotator cuff.
Which is the camera?
This way.
Okay.
All right. And here you can see what you're doing. There. Right there is me. All right. This little, I can put it on gallery and maybe you can see it better. Gallery, gallery, gallery. View, gallery, gallery. There we go. Okay. All right. So this one is really cool for rotator cuff injuries. So they have, and there we have a study. They gave us the handout or the actual journal article that shows that there has been research done that you can actually train the muscles of the rotator cuff. There's 4 muscles, and when you tear one, you can actually train another one to do the job of that one. Oh, amazing. Okay, so here's the deal. You're going to take your hands to the wall loosely interlaced, right? And you're going to take the crown of your head underneath it. Yeah. And then you're going to just gently hold the hands over your head as you walk the feet back, right? And you press into the wall, into the elbows. So this is called shoulder stand prep, or headstand prep. So in other words, some people can do this on the ground, right, with their head on the ground and their feet up the wall, but you're doing it just in the opposite direction, but you're actually strengthening the shoulders, and it actually teaches the muscles, and I got the article that can show you the muscle that's learning how to take over and how it work in place of the one that's hurt and that can't work, like Aflac, quack, quack. All right, so you want to try that? You got it. Did you want to try it?
Can you make sure, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't really know.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, all right. So you got your forearms here, yeah, and your head, your back of your head. So it's like a cup for the back of your head. Yeah, and your thumbs are resting just gently. It's not any gripping or working there. It's working in the elbows.
Okay.
And then you're walking your feet away like we did with plank, and you're supporting that weight on my input. Well, on the this part of your, so put more of the crown of your head lower. Does that help? Yeah. And you get more of the work here, is that right? Yeah, it's right, more right here. I'm trying to think about how to explain more. The forearm is on the wall. Oh, okay. Yeah. And see, so like, if you were going to do, shoulders, headstand, you'd be like this, and that's the setup, right, for it. And the weight is going here to strengthen the shoulders, the muscles in the shoulders there. That good? That feels good for you. All right. Okay. All right, we're ready to head back. We'll say thank you very much for the wall space, and that the little yoga lady hasn't put things on because it's not in her domain. Yay for that. All right, Annette, close your eyes as we take you around the room. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna put the camera back behind the. Well, I'm so tickled because when they showed us that, I was like, my mom is gonna love this because she wears that posture thing. And they said that one of the therapists said that we're talking about the parachute, the backpack, yoga backpack again. That there was a anesthesiologist that was particularly having so much back postural problem. And they said this weekend that oh, I didn't put you back in there. They said this weekend that things that happen in your hands and your wrist, it is related to your posture. That was hard to believe, but in other words, you have things that go wrong in other parts of you. It can be related to just standing up straight and tall and making space for everything else. Like it just kinks things up whenever don't have space. So even though it doesn't quite make sense to me, that because it's my hands that are having the problem, right? But all right, so Yeah, so this anesthesiologist bending over patients all day long wore this, he told the therapist he's gonna wear it all day under his scrubs, and she said, okay, and he did, and he liked it, and then we had one of our yoga, people in the class, they wore it the whole class. They wore it the whole class the next day and the next day of the training, and, because they felt like it was helping them be tall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so as we age and as we are forward shoulder and over computers and over tablets and over meals and over
Puzzles.
over everything, you think about our lifestyle, we're like this, right? And so as we age, these muscles that you have right here in your chest are tend to get tight and shorter. And that's how you start to see, you see the little people walking around like this, like, walking that kyphosis, that's what that's called when you get that dowager hump type look. This is something that can help, right? With helping with the posture. So awesome. You can take that home today.
No, we need a we'll order to.
Okay. All right, so, all right, what was the next thing? Okay, back to the book. Let's just make sure we've done all the things. So who can tell me something that we practiced today that may resonate with you, or just something you remember? It may or may not resonate with you, but what do you remember, or what do you? And if so, what is something that you could write down and to take home today? Cactus. The cactus one, you like that with elbow on the wall and turning in, and so that stretches the outside of the shoulder. Right? Are you videoing? Yes, it's recorded today. Praise God. 1 second. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So Valerie said she's gonna take the video, but we've done the one where you take your arms, and stretch back. We've done the cactus, we've done the wall push-up, we've done the reverse table. To go back over some of those things, we've done the self-hug with the belt. And then we also did the backpack stretch, the yoga backpack or the trap strap. And there was one other thing they called that. It'll bug me until I get it. So we're ready to do, so we've done some work, so we're ready to balance. So what kind of balancing would y'all like to do? Would you like to do the tree? We've worked on tree pose before. We've also done warrior 3 as a balance. We could do a stork or a dancer today if you want to mix it up. What would y'all like to try? Dancer. I love dancer. Okay, so you put these things up. So do you have to have rhythm to do that? No rhythm word. It is a balancing effort. All right. Now I'm not sure what I did with the big screen. Did I lose Lynette again?
It's like on a time save.
And I think I lost Lynette again. Doggone it. I don't think that. Okay. It's okay. All right, so everybody stand up. All right, and you can use the back of your chair. And actually, if you want to use a strap, you're welcome to use a strap. Okay, got that back. We should have a TV night in this place with this nice new TV. I think we could have some popcorn. It'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so you're going to root one foot down into the floor, right? So the foot has 4 corners, the top left, the top right, the bottom left, the bottom right, and you're going to wiggle it around, and it's going to be really feel connected. Yep, to the ground. Then you're going to take if you want to use your strap, because you might not can reach it, or you can grab a pant leg or your shoe or anything like that, but you're going to bend the knee, and if your body will let you, you can grab around the ankle or a pant leg or whatever you got. And if your body says, no, not today, then you can take a strap around your ankle just because.
It cramps.
Uh-oh, I don't know what happened to me. I got it.
Yeah, it cramps.
We're gonna do it.
Oh, we should do it. We should work.
Okay, well, but I mean, if you get a cramp, the thing to do is to walk it out, and cramps are related to how much water you drink too. It could be potassium, magnesium, other things that are not right. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you about those kind of things, but I do know that if you're cramping, don't do it. Walk it out is good. But the idea is with dancer pose, is that you are taking the belly button towards the floor as you keep the hips side by side as you press the ankle into the hand, and you get a really terrific stretch in the thigh muscles. All right, and if you feel risky, if you want to live dangerously, you take that hand off. And you welcome all those wiggle wobbles in those ankles, because that's all those muscles get stronger. Yeah, and it's good to have the chair right there. You can hang on when you need to. And then you gently lower the knees side by side. And then you feel what you feel, like the stretch in the tops of the legs. All right, that's dancer pose. So see, you didn't have to have any, what did you tell me?
Rhythm.
Rhythm, no rhythm. You don't need any rhythm. Just some balance today. All right, so we'll try it on the other side. You're welcome to hang on. All sides of your body not created equal. If you need to throw the strap around, and pull it up, that's all good. If you can reach it, that's cool too. And you press the ankle into the hand. Yeah, and lean the belly button towards the floor. Keep a little micro bend in this knee. In other words, don't ever lock out a joint. That's when people pass out, right? Whenever they don't let the circulation go through by locking joints. So a little bit of water in the knee, one teacher always described it. And then you're pressing the ankle into the hand, reaching out with the other hand, maybe, but you don't let that hip pop out. Like, it's not about like going out to the side with the hip. It's just going straight back and feeling the stretch in the thigh muscle. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, lower your legs down. Feel one connect standing by the other. Yeah. All right, we have time for one more something before we rest. Anybody have a favorite thing that we've done? Pressure cooker, windshield wiper, warrior one, down dog. We didn't do. Where's my list of the things? Valerie, I made a list of the things that we've done for you to have, as you make your practices. We've done our seated sun salutes, side angle in the chair. Of course, the part that we need right now is not there. Mountain pose. What do y'all want to do? You want me to make it up?
Yes.
All right, have a seat in your chair. Okay. All right, have a seat in your chair and take the heels of your hands together. All right, now bring your elbows up and see how that feels.
That hurts.
Okay,
With
just
the
go.
strap, they won't touch.
Yes, I found that to be the case too. I was like, oh, Valerie said, can you take, that's my teacher, she said, can you get your arms together, not wear this strap? Yeah, I don't know, I couldn't either, that's interesting. All right, and then bring it down. Now take the length of the thumb and the fingers together, that's called flower. And see if you can hold the elbows together too with your thumb. All right, go back to where you're just trying to hold a platter.
Feel the strength fingers still.
All right, now see if you can go down. How did we do it where we went down?
Go down.
Can't go down far enough. Up, we did. Down, the flower. Down, holding those elbows together. Oh, I know what it is. Take your hands and give a little shimmy shake. Here's where it is. All right, this is another wrist thing. Take your heels of your hands together like that. Now see about going up. Ooh. Ooh. What do your wrists say, Pop?
Go down.
Don't. Okay. And then you can come back down, and then you can do, go down, but that's stretching out the tops. Really? Yeah. How about that? I hope we didn't overdo. I hope we didn't overdo it. No, yeah. But those were some great. I thoroughly loved the weekend. There were a lot more hand things that I learned. There were a lot more wrist things that I learned. But I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to do shoulder this next week. This is way cool. And the things that I learned about rotator cuff, I thought I can't wait to tell Barry. Because I think that he'll appreciate it with it. Barry can't have surgery on it, but needs surgery, kind of thing. So what can you do to improve quality of life and so that's cool. But These are things you can. All right, I did not get the towel warmer going, Pop, because I had the, call before. But would anybody like the lavender cloth? It's a little cool, but if you're sweating a little bit, it'll.
I like it.
You like it?
I do.
All right, this one. Let me squeeze out the juices.
I'll try.
You'll take one.
Okay.
I just want to give it up right now.
Yeah, you don't have to get that.
Papa. Oh, that's not so cold.
Yeah, it's not so cold today. Pepper cream out. Maybe that's for you. I didn't get them in the
Mine,
fridge.
mine is cooling.
Well, how about that? And you wanted it.
Yeah, I do. I like it cooling.
I can get them in the fridge. Okay, there you go. But I'm doing better because I went to a class at Faith last week and I had even forgot slap dab all about bringing them. That's never happened, but it happened. And I didn't even think about that I'd forgotten until we got ready to hand them out. It was like really unbelievable. All right. So just let yourself feel the chair that you're sitting in. And then let your feet feel the floor, like feel, in other words, you feel the earth, you feel the grounding, the support of the ground. And let the breathing be easy. And today with your imagination, we're going on a walk. So Pisgah has this wonderful trail behind us. If you ever want to come early or go later after class, you're more than welcome. That Crafty Draft, which is a brewery up the road, has a disc golf course out there as well. But the church has got about a mile and a half, I think it is. And we're just gonna get out there and walk. And so you're going for a walk in the woods. Now you can choose to walk behind Pisgah if you want to, or anywhere you, or just your imagination, but we're gonna walk into the trees. And there's gonna be all kinds of trees, pine trees and oak trees. And it's cool. It's not like oppressively hot as you walk. And as you walk, you're gonna feel the crunchiness of the leaves or the pine straw. You're gonna hear the skittering and the movements of the small animals like squirrels, the chitter chatters of the birds, the little cheeps and the peeps and then you're gonna hear, not cicadas, not something that's like hurting your ears. It's just like, crickets and bugs and maybe there's even a creaky frog or something to just sounds that you may hear in the outdoor world. And as you're walking along, you're gonna see a flash of pink and silver, and it's like, what in the world? That doesn't fit out here in the woods. And as you get closer, you realize it's like this little lady that she's wearing like silver sequins and pink sequins as like a dress. And she almost has like a very like kind of look to her. And when she laughs and giggles, it's like a tinkling kind of laugh. And she's got a little tiny house out here in the woods, and you never knew it. And when you get closer, you see a sign that directs you to her. And it says that she's the worry woman. And you see she's busy with her hands, and you wonder what that's all about. And then you see like she's like quilting or crocheting or putting things together. And what she asks is that you leave your worries with her. And when you take them out of yourself, like just like pull them out of your noggin or pull them out of your heart, they make these little square shaped colors and you just leave them in her basket. And then she puts them together to make blankets for people that are cold, people who need warmth. So because you can let go of something that is not serving you well, the worried woman can make something that helps other people. Pretty cool. You never really exchange words with her. She just continues to have that tinkly, happy laugh.
She nods at you as you drop your worries off and then you keep walking on the path in the woods, crunching the leaves, stepping on the sticks. Until you hear another sound, and it's like the babbling of a brook with the water, and it's flowing over rocks. And you sit down by the water's edge. And it's not moving too fast, the water's not moving too slow, it's not stagnant, it's definitely moving. And every time it trips over those rocks, it makes just a little chuckly kind of happy sound. Graham has this wonderful needle point that says if the brook didn't have those rocks, you know, that water would lose its song. And it makes you think of an indigenous people song that you heard once upon a time that goes, Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Washtana, hey na, hey na, hey na. Washtana, hey na, hey na, hey. Which was an American Indian's idea of what that water tripping over those bricks and rocks and those obstacles in the path going down the stream. And you need to have a song representing that sound. And think about the rocks in your life, those that kind of beat you up pretty good, those that you had to figure out a way to get around, those that continue to be a pretty big obstacle for you. And think about the song. What makes you you? What makes you able to help someone in similar situations? It's a natural part of our lives. Wichita, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Washtana, hey na, hey na, hey na. Washtana, hey na, hey na, hey. Take a deep breath in. You realize that you can come back and sit by the water anytime. Listen to the water as it rolls through the rocks and down the stream. Now you stand up and dust off your seat. And walk back through the woods the way you came. Keep walking, you hear the birds cheering and chattering, and the squirrels busy running here and there. The sounds of insects. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. And even a nice little breeze even as you walk. You pass by the worried woman's house. She's busy at work, and you see she's added another blanket to her stack of completed efforts, and we're thankful you were able to contribute to a good project. We're thankful you were able to let go of what you didn't mean so that someone else could benefit. I'm thankful that you made some space. Inside. You keep on walking, walking until you get back to the edge of the woods, which is where we begin. And take another deep breath in. And let it go. And take a moment to do an inventory of how you feel right now. How are your spirits? How is your heart? How are your thoughts? Quality of your thoughts, the feeling that your body feels. Just take a moment to inventory so that you can remember what you did to get here. If it's a good thing that you find out. And that's totally, totally up to you and your power, your circle of control. The more relaxed you are, the more everything will be fruitful, more fruitful. Conversations, decisions, you can build bear better fruit if you are rested and relaxed. And take your arms out to the side. You are stretching up over here wherever you may go. Shoulders, allow them to go. Press the palms together and say, in me there is a light. Yeah, that lights the whole world. It radiates truth. Bounds will. Yeah, will with no end, and action. Actions and knowledge. Namaste. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you. Thanks for playing.
Yay.
Let me know whatever questions you have, whatever homework you want to design. If you got that you did some homework, I got some little things to the paper here. Put down how many things. Oh, and Mama, the bags are. No, that's a clean one. All right, Lynette, we're gonna let you go. Please let us know what we can do to help you, okay? Sorry that it did seem to come and go today. Hope, if there's anything I need to do on my end, you let me know. All right, thank you.